It's the Michelle Hughes Show. We keep it real. We talk about singles, sex, men and women issues. Come join the conversation on the Michelle Hughes Show. Are you satisfied, happy, or miserable? Are you looking for love in all the wrong places? Well, tune in daily and join our controversial topics. She is the queen of relationships on the Michelle Hughes Show. She keeps it real. Don't miss a show with Michelle Hughes.
That's right. This is the Michelle Hughes Show, and I am Michelle. And I want you to go and tell a friend to tune in every day, Monday through Friday, at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We do have some interesting topics for you. Well, today we're going to be talking about what's up for 2015. Oh, yes, I'm excited about this year. Oh, yes. See, we have to stay focused this year. That's going to be the goal. And we have to set those goals. And we got to stay focused on the goals that we have set for this year. Now, you must keep your determination to succeed at what you have planned for 2015. And then you got to make sure, keep all oppositions out of view. Okay? Keep some poster boards before you, some cue cards to remind you. You may have quotes or scriptures to keep you focused on the things that you plan to accomplish in 2015. You got to, stay focused, because if you don't stay focused, there's going to always be opposition that's going to come in your way to make you feel like, oh, you can't do this, or why are you doing this? And, you may talk to somebody and they try to discourage you. You could go to the store and say, I'm doing this, and talk to somebody in the line, and they're, yeah, my sister tried that, and you know what happened to her? It didn't work. Well, listen, don't listen to nobody who's not on the same plane or the same road that you're on. And this is your time. This is your role. Don't look for anybody else to pat you on the back. And if you do, that's cool. I mean, that's good. But if you don't get discouraged, because God's going to send you able people, just like myself. Come back and listen to the shows. When you feel discouraged, then let me go and listen to the Michelle Hughes Show, because she's always encouraging us. That's right. I'm encouraging you singles to stay focused, to stay determined, and most of all, to keep your eye on the target. And whatever that target is for you, you have to be determined to say, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make this situation come to pass in 2015. You're not going to let anyone take you off of what you have in your spirit. Now, I always use acronyms, and today we're going to use the acronym for GOALS, okay? GOALS. And G stands for Goals Will Be Accomplished, okay? What did I say? Goals will be accomplished, okay? O is you have to stay optimistic. A is all eyes are on the target. L is Lord is your guide. S is succeed at your goals. You have to have that determination. No matter what you're going to do, you're going to complete the goals that you've set for yourself. Okay, G stands for what? Goals will be accomplished. O, optimistic. A, all eyes are on the target. L, Lord is your guide. S is succeed at your goals. And some of you may say, well, I don't believe in the Lord. Well, okay, put L for something else for you. Okay, this is just the acronyms for me that I'm setting. And I'm saying these are things that I'm going to accomplish because I'm going to stay focused. That's right. That's the only way you will succeed at anything that you want to accomplish in life. You have to write things down. And then when you write them down, don't just write them and put them someplace that you can't find them. No, you got to put it someplace in your room, throughout your home someplace. I don't know where you put your stuff, but put it where you can see it. I have a poster board in my room that has big letters that say Michelle. And as I told you all, I have things that says, cheering and, staying bold, or the course to succeed, or this way to self-assurance. I mean, I got little things on my board that keeps me focused. And when I wake up right to my bulletin board that's giving me some determination to get up and do what it is that I plan to do. Now, of course, you can always find things that may get you off of your target, but then that's when you got to get back on and say, nope, let me get back on what I'm supposed to do for today. It's always going to be things that you may forget, and that's why you have to press and keep those things before your eyes, because those things that you read every day, that's going to keep you on target. Now, do you have a calendar? You can go to the dollar store and buy a calendar. I've been putting things down, scheduling things. And so you got to make sure you put your calendar someplace where you can see it so you won't forget your dates, the things that you're supposed to do, maybe meetings that you're supposed to go to. And so that's just keeping you on point, so you won't have no excuses for saying, well, see, the reason why I didn't do what I was supposed to do is because I just kept forgetting. Well, you're going to keep forgetting. I forget if I don't put things before me. Sometimes you can put the stuff before you and forget, okay? So you got to keep your mind stayed on those things that you know that's going to help you in staying on point, so that you can, before the end of the year, see, we're just starting the beginning of the year, right? Today is January 5th, and you don't want to get to December 5th and say, oh my God, I didn't do any of those things that I put in my book, because your book was closed, or you didn't have it any place where you could see it to keep you on point. So I'm trying to stress this so that you will accomplish those major things that you know that you really have put in your heart that you want to accomplish this year. And I believe that when we pray and ask God for guidance and what it is that He really wants you to do this year, then you'll find yourself feeling so good at the end of this year, because you know that you have not only pleased yourself, but you know that you're pleasing the will that's on your life, the things that He wants you to do while you are here on this earth. And I believe that, when we check in with headquarters, and I said that this last week, when you check in with God, you can't go wrong. There's no way you're going to go wrong when you're checking in and getting His guidance, getting His instruction, finding out through the Word of God to keep you on point. And when you stay on point, what you're going to do? You're going to accomplish those things that you set forth to do in life. And then you're going to be proud of yourself. You're going to really be amazed at the things that you will accomplish, because you are staying on point. And so what we're going to do, we're going to stay on point. We're going to do those things that you know that you are going to be proud of yourself at the end of this year. And we can say that because it's the beginning of the year. And so if you don't start afresh, if you say, okay, I'm going to lose some weight, or I'm going to, maybe do some things with my children, put them in some programs, or I'm going to just start some type of, mastermind group that's going to help me stay focused on the goals that I'm trying to set for my career. And so when you do those things, it just helps you to stay just focused on the areas that you know that you're determined to succeed at. Maybe you said it last year and you didn't even put a drop in the bucket because you weren't as focused as you know you're going to be now. It's almost like, people they have even predicted that pretty much people who set resolutions never accomplish those things. But it's been proven, people who set goals and really stay on point, they accomplish those goals. So resolutions may go out the window because that's just something that you didn't seek God. You didn't ask for instructions. You just going on what you think, what you want. But I believe that when you put God first and ask him to be the leader in guiding you and instructing you on what it is that he wants you to do, I guarantee you, if you stay in tune with his spirit, you're going to do and accomplish those things that he has set out for you to do in 2015. And we're saying 2015 because what? We're in 2015. We're saying January because we're in the first week of January. So don't let the first week find you not being successful. No. And then even if you don't do, maybe you don't do everything, but at least attempt to do one of those things. So you could pat yourself on the back and say, I did it. I did it. Yes, I did it. Oh, yes, yes. That's right. And then we're going to just keep encouraging you to do those things that you have said you're going to do in this year. And because this is going to be a fantastic year. Really, it is. It's going to be a year that we are going to succeed at everything we put our hands to do. That's right. You have to believe that. You have to know that I'm determined to put a dent in this year. That's right. And you can say that because the year is just starting. And I'm trying to really thrust you into accomplishing everything that you set to do in this year. You may say, you know what? I've been saying I'm going to try to find another job. It might be, I'm not happy where I'm at. But if you never send out resumes, if you never schedule interviews, what's going to happen? You'll never do the things that you want to do as far as an employment. I believe that I've worked at most of the places I've always wanted to work. That's why I'm good at what I do now, because I've accomplished most of those things that I wanted to do when I wanted to be employed by someone. And so if you know that there's still some things that you need to learn by maybe another employer, what have you, then do it. Don't forget about what other people think. No one can live for you. You got to live for yourself. And God's putting that in your heart for a reason. And you'll find that maybe later on in your life, you'll understand why you had to work for the companies that you worked for, because it was things that they trained you in. I thank God for all the employers I worked for, because they all helped me to be the Michelle that I am today. And they've helped me to understand what it is to be a good employee, as well as being a good person who owns their own business, being a good entrepreneur. And I believe that when you have those skill sets, you will not expect, once you get employees, you will not expect them to do more than what you have done in your life. So that's why it's good to be good at what you are right now as an employee. So when other people come, you hire other people to be a part of your staff, because I always tried to be a very good employee. I was talking to a company that I used to work for, and some of the skill sets in the employees are just terrible. I couldn't believe how they talk to you and the way they answered your questions as if you didn't matter. I mean, I was taught this, that the customers, they're always right. And you could get fired on the spot if the employer heard you talking in a certain way to a customer. Today, we have no respect for the customers. We don't understand if you don't have customers, you're not going to be employed. And so employees, understand that no matter where you work, you always should have respect for the customer. And when you lose that, you've lost pretty much the understanding of why you are employed. It's not just for the money. And when you think all the reason why you are on the job is just to get paid, you've lost really the genuineness of being employed by that company. You may hate the job or what have you, but if you go forth and give it your best, God will promote you. He will, even if you desire to have your own company, He will promote you out of that business into your own, because of the techniques and the attitude that you have, just because you are working for someone else. You never feel like you don't owe your employer to give them the best. Give them your best 8 hours. And I really have learned a lesson on the attitudes of people today. We have no respect. I just couldn't believe it. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this company into the Better Business Bureau. That's how bad it was. I'm not going to give their name because everybody would know them. But it's just terrible, the customer service that I received. And they tell you one thing, they do another thing. Their words doesn't mean anything anymore. I don't know if that's how big companies think they're going to stay big. It's feeling as if, well, you have to stay with us. Well, no, we really don't. Because you can always go to another business. So I tell any entrepreneur, never take your customer for granted. I don't care what business you're in. You could have a church. You could have a janitorial business. I don't care what it is. You never not give your best. And I believe that this is the reason why companies are going under. They're going under because we have no respect for anyone today. And so you wonder why you say, well, God, this company was big. Well, I can tell you why some of those big companies are going under. It's because they lost customer service. That's key to any business. And so you can think you're so big until you lose the genuineness in being respectful to your customers. And I guarantee you won't be in business for long at all. So I want to thank you all for listening to me today. I'm going to make this a short call because I believe that I just wanted to come and say today is a day that you need to know what's up in your schedule, what's up in your new day, what's up in your year, what's up in this month, what's up in the next minute, what's up in the next hour, what's up? Yeah, what's up? And that what's up is this. You got to be really you got to really have a spirit of, I'm going to win in this year. I'm going to do my best that I can do in this year. I'm going to be my best customer by showing to my customer how important they are. Or I'm going to be the best host if you are doing hosting a radio broadcast like I'm doing today. I mean, give the people something that they can chew on, that they can go back and say, oh, that was a good show, because I've learned from that. I'm learning that, you know what, this is going to be a year for me to set some good goals for myself. And I understand what Michelle is saying. Michelle is saying that be your best at whatever you do. Set some goals that will help you to be your best person. And then when you've set those goals, I guarantee you this is going to be your best year. This is going to be your best year because you're going to put forth an effort to do your best. Okay, what's up? Remember, you know what we do here. What do we do here, people? We keep it real.
Thanks for tuning in to the Michelle Hughes Show. Join us daily. For more hot topics with the Queen of Relationships. Always keeping it real. See you tomorrow on the Michelle Hughes Show.